We've arrived in a wet and windy Haworth, in the heart of the Yorkshire moors, known for its cobbled streets, literary history and panoramic views. Let's explore. In today's episode, we're exploring the village and landscape where the Bronte sisters grew up and wrote their most famous works, trying out the village's culinary delights, walking in the footsteps of the Brontes and even seeing where they lived in the Victorian village with bags of charm. We started our trip with a walk up to Top Withens, the famous landscape that inspired Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights. A 6-mile circular route, the walk starts at the car park at Penistone Hill, before hitting highlights such as the Bronte Falls, Haworth Moors and the derelict farmhouse known as Top Withens. It was the perfect, dramatic, misty day, reminiscent of the landscape you'd expect after reading Wuthering Heights, really encapsulating just how moody and mysterious the moors are. The walk meandered past open sheep fields and moorland before finally reaching the Bronte Falls after around a mile and a half, which announced themselves with a relaxing sound of the beck trickling past us at the bottom of the valley. The falls are quite small, but there's a few of them dotted along the beck, best admired after a good rainfall when they're at their fullest. If you're wanting to stop at any point, this is the best spot to sit down and have a bit of a picnic, as there's tons of rocks by the beck to perch on.
The dog roll.
The walk from here continues upwards onto the moors towards Top Withens. And it's precisely here that things started to go very, very wrong for us. Now there's no denying that even in the thick fog, this was a really beautiful walk. Not even the deep mud put us off, but the minute we got on top of the moors, things took quite the drastic turn, leaving us unable to see where we were going, with no signs, no food and no pub in sight. And the Yorkshireman without a pint in sight is a very sad Yorkshireman indeed.
Well, that went well, didn't it, darling?
Who wants to go to St Swithins anyway?
St. Swithins. Basically, we can't see past our faces for the fog. It was very sludgy. The dog was being an absolute dickhead, and
Fallen over about 4 times.
it's just not working out. So this is the best you're getting. Happy first YouTube video.
To the pub.
I need a drink.
After battling the elements, we finally made it to Haworth Old Hall for a well-needed pint. The cosy pub actually played Wuthering Heights in the original silent movie in the 1920s. So it's a great place to check out if you're into all that kind of stuff. After freezing in the great outdoors all day, it was finally time to check into our Airbnb for the weekend. A cosy cottage at the bottom of the main street, where we could warm up by the fire and hunker down with the telly on, while planning our adventures for the next day. It was a day well spent, but there was so much more Haworth goodness to come. The morning brought us more quintessential Haworth moodiness, so there was only one place we wanted to hide out from the rain, the Bronte Parsonage. So this is the Bronte Parsonage, where Charlotte, Anne and Emily wrote some of their most notable works. You can really sense the history and where they got their inspiration for some of the novels. Stunning. Inside the parsonage, visitors can see the dining room where the girls wrote and the sofa which Emily passed away on. Alongside the bedrooms there's tons of personal items that have been put on display for visitors to enjoy. It was so moving to see Charlotte's keepsake jewellery, which was made of her sister's hair, and the many notes and manuscripts they created during their time at the house. It's the truest picture of the Brontes' life in Haworth, and great to visit even if you haven't read any of their books, especially if you're interested in Victorian history. The parsonage was the Brontes' family home during the mid-1800s, and was an attraction for literary fans even before Charlotte's death, with fans travelling to Haworth in the hopes of catching a glimpse of her. The house has been preserved since the late 1800s, so here's a true glimpse of what life was like during that era.
Hey, alright. How are we doing? You alright?
Alright, are you?
Good, thank you.
Next on the agenda was one of our favourite restaurants in the region, Haworth Old Post Office. The very post office that the sisters used to post their book manuscripts to their publishers.
Look at that.
Expect an array of dishes from their open sandwiches and small plates to bistro-style dishes and whopping burgers. The chefs are incredible, so whatever you order, it's going to be delicious. That steak changed my life, and that cowboy burger was one of the perfect naughty treats on a rainy day. You can also enjoy coffees and cocktails, or peruse around the building where you'll find old memorabilia from bygone eras. Haworth is also the perfect place to potter if that's more your style, with numerous independent shops and cafes to bob in and out of. The Cabinet of Curiosities is an incredibly popular spot that changes their decor seasonally, so you've probably seen it on your social media already. But if not, it's a truly stunning shop inside a Victorian pharmacy, where you'll find plenty of bath products and potions, charming gift sets, candles, books and much more. It's a feast for the senses, so it's easy to see why it's so loved. Haworth is also home to more than 8 pubs and bars on the main street alone, so you won't be short of places to refuel after climbing the hill, and bar it is some hill.
Thank you.
We stopped off at the Steam Brewery, a local favourite serving up great ales, including their own brewed in Haworth. It was our final stop on our trip, so naturally, we made the most with the pints flowing before hitting the Eyre. After a full weekend in Haworth, it was clear to us that this isn't just a place with rich literary history. While it's famed as the birthplace of the Brontes, it's a place filled with charm, friendliness and Victorian character. Proper Yorkshire hospitality that you'll only find in the hidden gem villages of God's own country. And we'll certainly be returning very soon. Where to next? If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe to keep up to date with our travels across Yorkshire, with more to come very soon.